Hello, hello, and we join this reading already in progress. I've put the cards down, looking about the Kavanaugh. Is the FBI going to actually investigate Kavanaugh? Because Senator Flake has said that he won't vote until Trump reopens the background investigation on Kavanaugh, but Trump just came across as very confused and not knowing what was going on and not wanting to deal with it and probably not wanting to do it. But so the question is, just a quick reading, is there going to be a reopening of the background investigation about Kavanaugh? In the past, accusers just went away and tried to live their lives with their pain. And senators just got through it and kept going. So, but that was the past. That was then, this is now. Let's see what we got here. Center of the reading. Yeah, the energy is chaos. It's the energy right now around this whole thing is there's so many raw nerves. There's so many people who are upset. Everyone who has an opinion feels embattled, and everyone who's watching this has an opinion. So, all right, above the reading. Below the reading. Yeah. This is Dr. Blasey Ford. This is how everything that happened to her. This feels like Kavanaugh. And arguably his entitlement. Sense of entitlement, but, well, that is what that is. All right, in the future, everybody's going to feel out in the cold, during this whole process. There are people who would like to be able to go into the warmth, into where the light is, but people feel out in the cold. They feel shunned. Victims feel shunned. The calls to sexual assault helplines has spiked dramatically. This whole thing is just judgment. Okay, is this well, it's the people who in a sense have forced the one body, the one body who judges, the FBI. So that to me would say that yes, the FBI is going to pass judgment. Although I know technically they don't bring the indictments, they just do the investigation part, but the upshot is that feels like the FBI. All right, home environment. It's a pressure cooker in the Senate right now. It's a swamp. The female senators, certainly on the Republican side, feel hemmed in. All the knives are out. You've got the red roof of Mar-a-Lago in the distance, overlooking the swamp. The skies are gray and empty. It's horrible. It's horrible. There's going to be a lot of drinking in Washington, D.C. tonight. What people are hoping for, hopes and fears. Well, both sides are, this is the card of someone watching their ships come in. So the question is, for all of the senators, they're both Democratic and Republican, is what they're doing going to come back to bite them? Or going to come back to help them? So that's the hopes and fears. And what other people see. I don't think Brett Kavanaugh is actually that popular to the general populace. There is certainly a certain amount of people Republicans willing to put up with anything and anyone in order to make the Supreme Court conservative, to overturn the liberal policies that are in place. And I mean, they voted for Trump. I mean, that kind of tells you everything. They would put up with just about anything right now, which is to me appalling, but this isn't about what I want. This is about the energy, and this is about the investigation potential. Is there going to be an investigation? I want to make sure I don't put too much of my own feelings into this. This is usually the card of investigators, of information. And this is a woman. And this is a widening of the scope. Because Senator Flake, one of the things he said was that he wanted the FBI background investigation of Kavanaugh to be reopened, but with a limited scope. This to me looks like it's not going to stay limited in scope. That the FBI are going to find more and more. That's what this says. Yeah, I mean, these all flow together. This is the investigation about Kavanaugh into what happened. And what happened is upsetting people, and it's come down to the United States Senate, and are the victims going to feel better about coming forward about the things that have happened to them or not? It all flows together. So, let's see. Okay. That's Kavanaugh's. What happened with Kavanaugh? This is McConnell feeling like, well, we've got the votes. We'll make it work. There's a lot of essentially bribery going on, wheels being greased to walk away from whatever Kavanaugh did. No, don't pay any attention to that, and we'll make things better for you. Lovely. Let's see here. Is there any more information? Yeah, this is, notice it's all the same suit, and it's all, let's just say, symbolic. PTSD, a woman, a young man, what a young man did that a grown woman is now in front of the Senate with trauma. Okay, that's all right, so that's what's going on. All right, let's see what else. All right, that's Kavanaugh. The illusions he is spinning, because we already know he's lied to the Senate. We know that. That's just he's feeling disappointed and having to wait. Although this, I can't quite tell if this is just short term or if I don't want to say it's the death of his Supreme Court hopes. But there's definitely disappointment at this delay. Well, if you think about it, he was pretty much expecting to be celebrating tonight. All right. Women, like Dr. Lazy Ford, there's victory, and there is the victory of information. what this says to me is there is actually going to be an investigation, a reopening of the investigation, and it's going to be. It's not just going to stay small. And the energy off these cards is just so much higher, just so much higher than all this other energy. Like this huge, I wouldn't say relief. Well, yes, relief. It's just so much more positive than it has wider implications than just Kavanaugh. So that's what I've got. Will there be an investigation? It looks like there will. There will be. I think ultimately the investigation, the information uncovered will be in Dr. Blasey Ford's favor, but also perhaps in other accusers. So that's what I'm getting. We'll see. All right. Thank you for watching.